people who don't even know you will say mean things and you'll wonder, what did I do so wrong? Like, why are they saying all this stuff to me? And thankfully, I haven't experienced that. I hope I don't experience that, because all I want to do is empower you through the lessons I've learned in the journey of empowering me. But when I started on this almost 6 years ago, in 2019, I experienced the first taste of what it feels like to get a negative comment. And thankfully, I learned my lesson then on how to deal with it. So I started my blog when I was 12 in mid 2019. And by the time October came, I'd written 7 posts. I turned 13 years old. And on that 7th post, I encountered my very first negative comment per se, because everything before that were supportive comments from my teachers, my friends, my relatives, and I was over the moon. I was like, wow man, this is so good. Write and people appreciate you, people validate you. But then the comment came. And in the classic fashion of all negative comments, it was anonymous. And that person wrote, dude, you're weird for 13 years old. And I didn't remember a lot about that until I visited my blog like a few months ago. I was like, let me see what I was up to back then. And this made me laugh so much, because you know how I responded to that comment? In very politely, in a very Victorian style, may I know who you are? I learned a very crucial lesson there, that the world will throw negativity at you. Whether to take it or not is your choice. Whether to accept it and let it ruin your life, or to just let it go and smile it off, is your choice. Because for years, I forgot that something like this even happened. I had no idea. Hate will come our way. Negativity will come our way, especially when we're trying to go from just surviving to thriving. And the most important role there is the mindset that we have. All of our emotions, all the things that we learn, all the things that we experience come from our heart. They come from within us. And if we really want to live a better life, if we really want to live a life that's about us, that's about our purpose, that's about empowering ourselves to go and live out our dreams, we're going to have to accept that some negativity will be a part of that journey. Because all of the world has been raised with that idea of scarcity, with that idea of conformity, that we don't have to dream big, or that it's impossible, or that it's okay to dream big when you were a kid, but you're an adult now, grow up, face your responsibilities. And to that, I'll just say one thing. Why can't I be a kid again? Right? Because after all, that's your opinion, that's the opinion of the other side, but who's stopping you from being a kid? Now, of course, I don't mean that you let go of your responsibilities and pretend that you're a 5-year-old even though you're 25. But what I mean is that you don't have to let go of that childlike spirit. You don't have to let go of your curiosity just in the name of growing up. Because then you move into just the survival zone. You're barely getting by. You're doing what everyone else is. Your life's no longer fun. You meet your friends every other year, only to think, wait, does all of our lives, all of us are just living the same lives? All of us are this unhappy? Then when you're tired, when you're overwhelmed, when your brain is foggy, you make a decision. And that decision in today's world is to distract yourself, to escape from the storm inside you. And what do you see when you escape? Perfect bodies, $1 million homes, Ferraris and Rolls Royces, and people telling you, just do this one thing and you'll be the richest person, you'll be the happiest person, you'll be the person your friends envy. And in all that shine and glamour and fictionality of social media, we lose who we really are. We start comparing our lives, the reality of it, to a show reel. And then we are stuck in a race, trying to prove that we are living happy lives, trying to prove that we are better than our friends, we are better than this person, that we are actually successful, that we have actually made it, even though we haven't. Because while our material successes might show that yes, oh, this person's on a luxury car, this person has the big mansion home, this person has this amazing thing in their home, but if you're going to sleep in that home with a heavy heart and a sad mind and emotions that trouble you, Is that really worth it? And the question is, were you really born for this? Were you born to just wake up each day, go to bed each day, spend time doing things you don't love, only to get money to show people that you love the life that you actually don't love? Isn't that the biggest Ponzi scheme of all? To believe that the world can dictate how we should feel, how we should live, how we should do things in our lives, when in reality, we are the only ones who should do that. We are the only person who matters. And that realization takes some time to seep in. It took that time for me as well, because the truth is that I felt afraid. I didn't imagine that I'd be a writer, a speaker, a creator, a business owner at 18, but I am, and I've explored all of these things only because I love doing this. This is something that makes my heart shine. This is something that makes me feel, yes, this is what I was meant for. But I didn't get there in one night and I woke up one day and yes, I have a purpose. Yes, I have a passion. No, it didn't happen that way. Instead, it was a long journey. It happened one single step at a time. You are now on the path of living a life of your own design, and every challenge that came before, every negative comment that came to you, every mindset that limited you will be there to test you. But you will know deep within that you are on the journey to create something bigger, to create something greater, and to unlock the power that exists within you. And it would be my honor to be with you on that journey, to be there and to guide you and to share my lessons with you, because I've learned everything from experimentation, from reading books, from understanding other people's mistakes so I don't make the same ones. And I hope I can part that same lesson onto you, where I openly talk about, the mistakes I made and how you can avoid them. You can start living a life that is beautiful, that is purposeful, that is impactful. And that is above all a life that you love, a life that is dictated by your actions and not a life that the world says you should live.